here with music royalty right now. Raz B, your royalty, okay?
Hey, I think we're all royalty, you know what I mean? We're all shining for the Lord, and we're all legends, you know what I'm saying? This 100 years is being documented, is being recorded, so I don't get into that information. I don't get into that. We all here.
Now, we all know you're an R&B artist, but you're here at the Gospel Music Awards. Tell us why you came and why you had to put on for God for the one time.
Well, you know what? I'm here by destiny, first and foremost. Every morning I wake up, I may think that I make my own decisions, but the Lord has a way of directing my paths. I truly believe that just as a kid, I always grew up in the faith. Being in B2K, maybe that we were hyperly sexualized a little bit, but we always, the group, us, our core, we focused on making music that the whole family could listen to. That you didn't have to send, the kids out the room to listen. I felt it was a little bit edgier, but as I grew older and more mature in my faith, I become more cautious and conscious of what I talk about. Speaking of which, I just released a record entitled Guidance yesterday. It's a conversation between me and the Lord. It highlights the 25 years in my career and the trials and tribulations that I've been through and how the Lord has brought me through. So to be able to be here today celebrating the gospel of faith is amazing. I'm talking to you. You're gorgeous yourself, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I love to hear that. So,
it's my truth.
Can we expect to get a gospel album?
Well, the gospel is about the good news. So I would say that a lot of the things that that's a good question right there. You talking about like a churchy gospel album?
I mean, whatever's churchy for you. However you want to display your love for God and talk about the good news.
Yeah, well, I remember when I was 18 years old, I read an interview about 2 weeks ago, and it was talking about me, how I wanted to do a gospel LP. You can look it up. It was like Raz B, type in Raz B gospel LP. So the fact that I'm here, who knows? I mean, I'm around all these amazing artists and talented artists. That could be very, very possible. But you gotta crawl before you walk. So right now, life imitates art. This Guidance record that just was released by myself, it's my form of gospel.
I love to hear it. Now, you talk a lot about mental health and everything. So for you, what is the biggest piece of advice you would give someone that's battling with their mental health?
There's different forms of mental health. There's some people that can't control how their brain may operate. And then there's people that can control. And what that means is you have to control who you're around, protect your space. You could be around someone, hypothetically, let's just say I'm on my way to a red carpet like today. There's certain energies that you need to have around you mentally to get you prepared to not get you prepared. So you have to have people that understand the purpose for me being here today, right? It's to represent for all the kids around the world and just showing that I'm a walking testimony. So I'm not sure if I answered your question, but that hit home.
I have to tell you, a lot of people talk about Omarion's dancing in B2K, but you be shutting it down. Like, you be tearing up the stage. I done been to the Millennium Tour, a couple times, and I'm looking at you. I'm like, everybody's talking about Omarion, but we're not talking enough about Raz B's dancing.
I think I get enough credit for that. Well, thank you for that. Somebody most recently, one of my friends was like, yo, have you seen the comments? Maybe sometime I'm on beat, maybe I'm off beat, you know what I'm saying? But I think my passion, I love the Lord, you know what I mean? So
you on beat in my book.
I just give it my all every time I come out on stage because I never know when it's gonna be my last time, on that stage. It's like when you have opportunity to be in front of God's people, you want to give it your all. That's not taken away from none of my guys. I just felt that I was in China for 7 years and I was still performing, so I feel like a lot of that had to do with it. But I was probably off beat a lot, but I made it look good.
Well, you wasn't off beat in Baltimore.
All right. Well, thank you for the compliment.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for speaking to me. I wish you the best. May God bless you more abundantly.
Give me 2 hugs.
We gonna get that guy.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Raz B, and you're connected to the Link Entertainment.